What is going on YouTube? Hitamac making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. You can see this one right here. I'm giving this away. All you have to do to win one of these is just by commenting your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribe. Do those two things and you will get entered to win one of these. We're doing the drawing on Saturday, so stay tuned for that episode. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is pretty much what we've been talking about the past couple of days, which is basically the trade that was made on Bitcoin specifically, where we bought in over 40K. We then realized to cancel that, take the loss, and then short it to the downside. And now I want to talk about what I've done since then. And I know it's been a quick few flips, but I feel like most everyone that did decide to enter that trade, if they did, is probably in a similar boat that I'm in. And I want to talk more about that in a minute. Also, today's video is sponsored by sportx.bet, which is a way to actually bet on sporting events as well as political campaigns and price predictions on crypto in cryptocurrency. So I have more information about them at the end of today's video. So definitely stick around if you wanted to watch that. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure to join me over at Discord. We have over, I think, 1,500 active community members, so I definitely recommend checking that out. It's completely free to enter. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. All right, as you guys can see, I am currently on the top 10 cryptocurrencies for the current coin market cap. You can see everything seems to be pretty much consolidating. If we look at the overall global market cap, we're down about 3.54%, but most of the major cryptocurrencies within the top 10 are down the most 1.2%. So it really doesn't look that bad overall. It seems like it's affected more of the altcoins than it has the overall market, which is interesting because it really doesn't seem, okay, that's a better adjustment. We're only down 0.46%, while the other cryptocurrencies for the most part aren't really moving that much at all. We don't look too bad. So this is more like it, not 3.5%. So we do look okay right now. It seems to be just a consolidation factor from yesterday. It seems like we hit a bottom, and that's something we have to talk about. Notice most of these cryptos look like they hit a bottom support. So I want to update you guys on the trade position, what exactly is going on, so on and so forth. So as you guys know, in the past couple of days, or honestly the past 3 or 4 days, we've been talking about buying into Bitcoin the second we see confirmation above resistance. Now I had just slightly tweaked my price ceiling, or this top resistance of the resistance level. I moved it up slightly to kind of even out with prices in the past, and since then I realized I probably bought in a little too early and I jumped the gun, so I actually decided to cancel my trade. It was a very small loss. It was immediately we just corrected right back down almost immediately after, but just a very insignificant amount, so I wasn't too worried. And then I bought into a short. We bought in at a short. It was like 40,000, a little bit like that, and then we immediately corrected downwards, so from 40,000 all the way to $38,000. It was a pretty big drop. We made a slight bit of profit off of the stop loss, as well as it just going all the way down $2,000. We had the stop loss very tight on this coin, and we did get stopped out, so we had a few trades entered. So we did get immediately shorted out of that because I was anticipating a correction all the way down to our bottom support level here. And we didn't. I mean, we still could, but today, because I've been keeping it so short, when we started to see prices reverse back up, it stopped us out, and we didn't actually go all the way down to 37,000. And it's starting to show a very interesting pattern, and this is something I want to talk about with you guys. So obviously, you can see we do have this uptrend that we are going to continue to look at, but I'm noticing the other cryptocurrencies and how they reacted to the way Bitcoin started to fall. So by looking at, let's say, Binance right here, Binance, as we drew on clear as day, looks like it needs to go back up. You can also see right here how it seems like the past 3 days have been pretty much just consolidation and uncertainty as we've been retesting this bottom support level here. There's a good chance this bottom support level is going to hold fairly well, and it might actually indicate a reversal back up, which would obviously influence most of the other cryptocurrencies as we're talking. The other thing is it's not just Binance Coin that's starting to see that uncertainty and that reversal type pattern. We're seeing it on Ethereum as well, as it looks like it's hitting its support and starting to regain some more support levels and some volume, and that should ultimately allow the coin to move up higher too. XRP is in the same boat. XRP looks like it's retesting its bottom support level, and it's actually hugging this uptrend here, and it's starting to head back to the upside. So ultimately, where does that leave us in regards to all these cryptocurrencies? When do we buy in? When do we sell? Things like that. It seems like what we now have to do to focus on when we can buy in and when we can sell short is we have to set bigger margins to play around with, because it seems like even if we cut things very close, they don't actually prove anything responsible or necessary for us to actually capitalize on a run. Sure, we could maybe capitalize off of a drop all the way to 30K from 39K, of course, but there seems to be a lot of obstacles in the way until that happens. We have this uptrend here that's cutting right through our sideways channel here between 30,000 and 40,000, and this within itself looks like it's starting to hold the price up even ever so slightly, and we'll see exactly how we decide to retest that. Let's see how we decide to play out. Even for XRP, it seems like the consolidation is still at its finest. We're literally just slowly starting to fill in this gap right here. There's not really much time, and it really depends on how you want to leave this. You can leave it like that, or you can pull it all the way down, and it seems like it's starting to end, if not today, maybe tomorrow the latest. We don't seem to have that much time left. We then have this downtrend here. So there's really not that much time left for most of these cryptocurrencies as we are starting to fill it in. It's only the 17th right now, and it seems like the latest things can go to is maybe the 23rd at most, which is less than a week at this point. We have Ethereum, which is still consolidating, and things still look good for more of that long-term uptrend for most of the coins. They don't seem to have that much volume left out of it. Obviously, for Bitcoin, things were a lot more extended. The downtrend, it either ends on the July 25th, which is a month from now, or all the way here, which is in September. But regardless of these points, prices seem to want to rise back up and correct to the upside. So I think I'm going to just take a step out right now and just watch these markets. We have bigger, buying channels than we do with just trading around short term. I tried it. It was very aggressive, much more than I had anticipated. I was playing it more moderate to aggressive, and that's not at all what happened. So ultimately, what we're going to be looking at right now is just those bigger resistance levels. Ultimately, what that would come to is if we can see XRP close once again above $1, we're going to play it a little bit higher. Maybe $1.10. If we close above $1.10, that would be enough to pretty much confirm that prices have broken resistance, and we should hopefully decide to correct back up. Vice versa, if we break, which we had at 80 cents, which was right around here, we'll close it right here. If we close below, I would say I would close closer to 70 cents. If we close closer to 70 cents, basically confirming a break outside of our uptrend here, which would be right over here. This is about 83 cents that we're currently battling. We're trading at 85, but resistance seems to be 83, and we were discussing 80 cents as a support level. We're going to extend this even farther out. Closer to 70 cents would be enough for me to buy in to short this market to the downside. Until then, I'm just going to wait. I tried playing around with this for a couple of days. It was 2 or 3 days of trading, and it was way too aggressive for my style. We thought we had pretty much confirmed that Bitcoin bull run. We thought we were able to break through here, and I guess just with a slight tweak of the charts, it appeared that we hadn't. So we have to be a little more conscious. So for Bitcoin, when's the next buying opportunity? It's definitely closer to 30K. If we break through 30K and close at, let's say, 29,000 or 28.5, that would be enough for me to consider shorting this market. As for the upside, that's the hardest part with a coin like this, because it's still forming some sort of lower high formation. This is my big worry. I'm still looking for movements like this to fill. It's very possible we could see something like that. We could also see something like this play out. This is another possibility. And then we could break. Who knows? With Bitcoin, the way it's trending, it's very, very, very difficult to pretty much figure out which direction we want to move to. Right now, it's very possible we could assume that these are the third confirmation, or this is the second confirmation. Who knows? This is a big possibility too. Is it likely? I don't think so. Will we go to 5K? I don't think so. But we're trying to pretty much figure out and find that accumulation spot and how this wants to trend outwards. Are we going to use this uptrend, which I think by now it's earned a color in green just so everyone's eyes can adjust. If we can then find this. Do they have a green? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now we can see what exactly we're looking at. We have this uptrend here where prices are battling. We have the downtrend, whether it's going to act as a bottom support for a descending triangle or it's going to act as a symmetrical triangle. It's something we're trying to figure out. The fact that we're regaining support here is enough to think we're going to close in this area. You know, the fact that we're regaining support on this uptrend makes me think we're going to close in this area right here. But if we break through here, expect to see us consolidate out to this point right here. There's a lot of movement moving for Bitcoin. As of right now, positions are pretty much fluid. I don't have any money back into the market in regards to investing. And I think that's kind of the same pattern with a lot of people. If you had bought in for a short, you probably, I would think, got stopped out right now because you wouldn't have a stop loss below 40K. You'd probably have one much closer to where he had originally bought in from. So I wouldn't be too worried with that. We did see a small short opportunity. We bought in, we can then sell off and move the stop loss lower because Bityard, for whatever reason, doesn't allow us to move stop losses lower than where we had originally bought in from, which is hopefully something that they'll change very soon. But ultimately, it's just this consolidative ride. Hopefully that pretty much helps some of you guys. I just wanted to make that update video. Otherwise, guys, let's talk about SportX. I want to give a huge shout out to SportX for sponsoring today's episode. So thanks to all the delays caused by a COVID-shortened sports season in 2020, the summer schedule for sports this summer is unusually packed. With this surge in sports, SportX is going to be super aggressive with their famous betting tournaments. To make sure the community is ready for these events, they're publishing their biggest summer tournament schedule ahead of time. As part of their summer tournament, the Euro 2020 has already started out their betting event, which runs as part of the tournament from the 26th to the 29th of June, with very tempting rewards for bettors. Users can place bets on all Euro 2020 games and participate in the tournament. There's also a Formula One betting event that runs as part of the tournament later on this month. But for more information, you can check out the tournament's timetable on their website. One of the latest betting additions are bets that could be placed on the Bitcoin and Ethereum prices. Now, for those that haven't already figured out what SportsX is, let me explain. So SportX.bet is the first betting platform that is built on Ethereum and is powered by DAI, which is pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. SportX makes peer-to-peer trading on sporting events and crypto price predictions more fair using the Ethereum public blockchain. In the process, they hope to bring cryptocurrency and smart contract-based protocols to the mainstream. With their industry-low fees, fun tournaments, and unique non-custodial exchange technology, you can set your own odds and trade against others with confidence. So, powered by the Ethereum blockchain and built on the SportX smart contract protocol, they avoid the risk of vulnerable, manipulable in-house servers. This means security is greatly enhanced thanks to the blockchain being spread across thousands of nodes worldwide. In addition, unlike other sports betting platforms, your funds are fully protected and payouts are 100% guaranteed. Players bet directly with their cryptocurrency wallet, while wagers are held in escrow by smart contracts until a winner is determined. There's also no delays and no partial payments. You get your winnings in your wallet when you win, and users can pay directly from the Web3 wallets such as MetaMask. So SportX is run by a team of passionate sports betting fans and Ethereum blockchain advocates. They believe that bringing the latest technology to the sports betting world, they can offer their players the best user experience. Now remember, the SportX platform doesn't require deposits, pays out instantly with publicly verifiable code. Some advantages include blockchain betting exchange, offer anonymous peer-to-peer betting, trade market movements, not just the sport, ability to make bets and to trade in-game, quite high limits for major sports, no betting limits, better odds, and instant deposits and withdrawals. Lastly, SportX does have their own token. They have the SX token, which is based on the ERC20 standard and provides daily staking rewards when converted to Polygon and staked. It also enables reduced betting fees and governance participation of holders. All SX stakers are additionally incentivized through two streams of revenues. Number one is daily earnings, and two is a percentage from the SportX fee on winning bets allocated to stakers. To learn more, definitely visit the SportX.bet website, which I've linked in the description down below. Otherwise, once again, huge shout out to SportX for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.